Residents in Illovo, south of Durban, are calling on the eThekwini Municipality to halt building a shelter for the homeless there. The shelter is already under construction and is expected to accommodate about 400 homeless individuals who will be given access to medical treatment and be put through a rehabilitation program. But the residents there say they were not consulted prior to the commencement of the project, and they're concerned that the move may worsen crime in the area. Newzroom Afrika's Phila Mthembu is keeping an eye on this one and joins us now. Phila, tell us more.
Good morning to you, Iman, from this side of the rainy Durban. So what I can tell you is that we are in Illovo. We are just outside a construction site of a shelter which has already started being under construction. And from what we know is that approximately around 400 people are going to be accommodated in this particular shelter. And what we had been also told is that this particular shelter is going to be providing rehabilitation programs as well as also taking care of the homeless when it comes to medical treatment. But we have been here on the ground and engaging some of the residents who seem not to be happy about this particular move. They have been citing quite a number of concerns ranging from crime and also mainly saying that they were not consulted with regards to this particular project which is happening here. I'm going to bring them into the conversation just to get a sense of what is it that they are concerned about, because there seems to be a number of things. And what I can also tell you is that on Saturday there was actually a protest where they handed over a memorandum of demands or grievances to the city of eThekwini. As you can see, Iman, if my colleague could show you there the boards that they carry on their hands right now, reading "Our voices need to be heard. Hear our voices, our future, our voice. No to the shelter." Make it clear that they are demanding for this particular project to be halted and save our community as well. I'm going to bring them into the conversation just to get a sense with regards to why are they calling for this particular project to be halted. Mr. Sagi, thank you so much for your time. If we could just start here, what are the concerns that you have? Why do you want this project to be stopped, as in immediately?
Thank you for having us. First and foremost, as I've said earlier, we, the community, are not against projects that government have. We support them fully, but what we're saying is this project did not follow the right procedures. It wasn't transparent, and there was no consultations in terms of this project. And from the many people that we've engaged, we've had different versions of the shelter. Shelter with an iPhone that says flood victims, it says homeless people, but we need the truth. But from what we have gathered is they are bringing Durban's problem to our area, which we are saying if it's Durban's problem, Durban needs to sort their problem out. Government is not helping in any way from solving one problem and then you're adding problem to another community. We need to find solutions rather than finding excuses or making other people's lives disrupted.
So why do you keep on referring to it as a problem?
So from previous experience, this place was called, in 2008, it was the YMCA, and we housed 45 people, homeless vagrants here. And we had a lot of crimes in this area. Like I said, this is a very peaceful neighborhood. When they came here, we had 2 deaths in our community, and the third person was left to die. He was left on the side of the road, injured very badly. And then also we have our neighbor communities that use this road as a thoroughfare to go to schools. We have a primary school here. All their lives were disrupted. The people were getting robbed on a daily basis. Then the community took it upon themselves to send them back to Durban. So they left this place, and since then this place has been left vacant.
Yeah. And what are you hoping is going to happen on Wednesday? I understand that the Deputy Mayor of eThekwini Municipality is going to be meeting with you guys to address the concerns that you have. What are you expecting from that engagement?
So we want transparency. We want to know the facts. What is this? A shelter for what? And what we are saying, if you're engaging with us, we think government should have engaged with us from the onset of this project. And if they came to us as community, we would have given them ideas. We even would have assisted them in terms, because when we talk about shelters and trying to get people, rehabilitating people, you need to rehabilitate them to integrate them into communities. As we know, the history in this country, the recovery rate for any drug rehabilitation is 2%. So we're saying, pointless you rehabilitating them and trying to integrate, because they'll go back to their lives. And then they're going to cause disruption in all other people's lives. We're saying integrate them in the community, but also have skills development for them. So when they leave that place, they have those skills and they can go and make a life for themselves. That will also add value to our country.
So when it comes to the homeless, you're associating them with crime, well, in this instance at least.
You know, we are hiding away from the truth. What we are really doing here, this project is basically bringing Durban's problem to our area. There was 2 options for this. It was called AK and Lower Illovo. Durban refused to have them there in the flats because of Moses Mabhida Stadium, and also it will affect the tourists. What happens to this area? What about to the lives of Lower Illovo and the wards all around us, from Amanzim Toti onwards? What about our neighboring communities, Amgobaba, Filekis, Mashwas? All their lives are disrupted. So you're not solving any problems in this. We're saying if it's Durban's problem, Durban needs to solve their problem.
All right, thank you so much for your time, because we have run out of time, Iman. That's where we are going to leave it. But we also understand that there have also been some business owners who have actually come out and, stood in solidarity with this particular community, saying that they're also calling for the construction to be halted, as well as some security companies as well. We're going to be in conversation with them a little bit later on. They have been saying that they feel as if, they are going to be overwhelmed by crime, which could actually come out of this community should, this particular project continue. But there's also going to be engagement, to understand, on Wednesday amongst the Deputy Mayor of the eThekwini Municipality, as well as the residents that we've just been in conversation with over here. We understand that the homeless people are coming from around the Durban CBD, and they are going to be placed here. And from a comment that was actually given out by the eThekwini Municipality, is that they're going to be rehabilitated and that their families are going to be traced as well and sent back to their homes once rehabilitation has been completed and they are satisfied.
Thank you, Phila Mthembu.